The normal way the mind works, it knows things by comparison to something else.
Yeah.
And I've checked that out with doctors who will say that's absolutely the way the brain forms. It knows tall in relationship to short when you're a little 2-year-old. Now, for normal conversation, that's workable. You can get through life and know the difference between left and right and so forth. For any subtlety beyond that, it isn't very helpful anymore. That most of the world is somewhere between tall and short, strictly defined. So here's the way I describe it. That what the mind does is divide the field of any moment or any event or any situation that first approaches you. So like, I just met you. The normal way, if I'm a calculating mind, is, okay, is he tall? I noticed your Canadian accent. I had to differentiate you somehow. Is he American? Is he Canadian? Is he white? Is he something? Is he Christian? I find out all these things, and that allows me to take control of the situation. Now, to slowly practice, stop doing that, and to simply see across the board everything as it is. So when you divide the field of the moment, that part which I'm comfortable with, which I'm already exposed to, which doesn't threaten me, which I understand, really, and this shows the narcissistic way of dualistic thinking, you call that true. Yeah. And that part of a situation which you've never been exposed to, threatens you, is outside your experience, you have no vocabulary for it, whatever, you call it false. Now, to stop doing that, to stop dividing the field of every person, event, idea, or new situation that comes toward you, that's what you're practicing in early stage contemplation. That you notice your mental patterns. As one of the priests said last week, Richard, isn't that just mindfulness? I said, probably early stage contemplation probably is. It's just, it's not yet union with God, not even close. But if you do want to talk about union with God, I'll tell you that mind has a much better chance of getting there, because this Richard self is out of the way with its pretentiousness, with its full of itselfness, with its certainty about this idea or that idea. So when you can see everything equally, the way I usually say it is image of God, 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 and image of God. And I don't need to say gay, straight, American, Canadian, black, white, attractive, unattractive, with me or against me. Now that takes work to retrain. So that's why it's a different mind. You're rewiring this.
Through contemplation.
To stop retraining, to start retraining this mind, which wants to pigeonhole everything. So I've been saying lately, and it seems to be well understood by so many people, better than I thought I even understood it myself, is that the opposite of faith is not doubt, as you know, I'm sure, but it's control. And to give up this controlling of every idea, person, event, moment. So prayer is this massive surrendering of certitude and order and clarity, and a need for order and clarity, to be able to say that it is what it is, what it is, without my categories, without my labeling.